Good evening, loves, and welcome to a taste of Lavina, Poetic, Empress, and I'm coming at you with Born to Write, the 20-year reigning Queen Supreme. How are you guys doing this evening? You know, I like to get started with hello, Black Velvet. Thank you for joining. I like to get started with telling you a little bit about my books, Deepest Thoughts by Lavina, Expressions by Lavina, and My Dirty Little Secret. All are available on Amazon.com. And September 18th in Wilmington, Delaware at 205 North Market Street. Forgive me. I'm rushing. Let me breathe. Calm myself down. Again, I have an event coming up September 18th, A Taste of Lavina Poetic Empress in Wilmington, Delaware, 205 North Market Street at Artscape at 5:30 p.m. The cost is $10. I hope you guys will be able to join. Purchase tickets. Tickets are available on Eventbrite. So please, purchase some tickets, come out and support me, please, and thank you. Now, I believe that my Soul Sessions is in the building. Thank you. And I believe that Born to Write and, thank you, Mr. William Washington from One on Poetry. He is in the building also. Let me send my guest a request. Be popping up on the screen at any moment. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to a taste of Lavina, Poetic, Empress, and I'm coming at you with none other than Born to Write, the 20-year reigning Queen Supreme. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Hello, peace and love, beautiful. Thank you for having me. Thank you for tonight, for the invitation. When I hear 20 years, it's like I take a deep breath and I can't believe it. I can't believe it, and I take a deep breath. I'm just like, wow. But I love the red, and so in honor of you, this is a world premiere. I never wear red lipstick because I've always been conscious about it. But I said, I'm going to wear red for my
absolutely
sister.
Beautiful.
Well, thank you. I feel a little different in it. I do, but yeah, I feel good about it. So, excuse me. I am excited. I don't remember if that was the intro for me to come on in with my piece. Please refresh my memory. It was.
Yes,
okay.
it was.
So let you do that beautiful entrance again while IG is still telling people that I'm live and you're live and we're breathing, because I just ran in the house, so I apologize. And it just hit my head like you were supposed to. So I will digress and
take your time and invite some of your people in, and I'll introduce you again in 30 seconds. So it's no big deal. It's all good. And like I said, you look absolutely beautiful. I love it. I love the background. I love your hair. You better go, girl.
Thank you.
Represent.
Look, I'm on here with Lavina, Poetic Empress, sweetheart, who never misses any beat in any musical that I've seen. But yes, Ebony, hello, beautiful, peace and love, queen. You guys, please share the video if you enjoy what we do, Miss Lavina and Miss Born to Write. We would appreciate it. Even on the replay, share.
Oh, thank you, thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are just joining, welcome to a taste of Lavina, Poetic, Empress, and I'm coming at you with none other than Born to Write, the 20-year reigning supreme queen.
I don't want to go on without you. I mean, how on earth can I go on without you? Hey, listen, I don't care if it's God's plan. What about you and me? My heart just don't understand. I don't want to go on without you and all the things that you do. Sometimes I feel like a motherless child. Sometimes I feel like a motherless child. Dear mama, it's been about 36 years since you've been gone. And I can honestly say, when I look at the world that we live in, that I'd want you to be here carrying on, fighting these pandemics and mandemics, lies and brutalities, fatal shootings, all on social media for eyes and hearts to see. But dear mama, for one night, I wish that I could lay next to thee. I wish that I could hold your hand in this physical realm. I wish that I could smell your skin, tell you about these no good friends and how this poetry business has been some shit. And then, dear mama, I don't want to go on without you. You see, how on earth will I survive without you? See, mama, a girl needs their mama. See, my father was there. I cannot lie, like he was abusive and did not care. See, he bought me diamond rings and things like that. But mama, he didn't know how to give me love like you do, because you're a queen like that. And I don't care. Listen, I don't care if it's a part of God's plan. See, what about you? What about me, God? Like, mom, what about us? Sometimes, no matter what they see and how they feel, no matter how they hate, I'm gonna keep this real. I feel like a motherless child, alone, away from home. Sometimes I feel like a motherless child, alone, away from home. And mama, as I end this poem, this journey without you has been something like indigo without the pen. Thank you, just the pen, for reminding me that there's blue within my ink. It all doesn't have to be red. It all doesn't have to be sad. Even though I remember that day, I looked up toward the sky and I told the Most High my truth and all that I had. And I saw your silhouette, mama. I know that I saw your face. It was like Mufasa and Simba. I don't care if they believe me, because I remember that space. That's when I knew I was different, mama. I knew why they called me Queen, Mother, and Sister. I realized I was a spirit on this physical journey, and that my life, no matter how much money, has been long, long and afar. See, I didn't want to live without you, mama. But I realized because of you, I can go on living, mama. Hey, I do care that it's a part of God's plan, because without the Creator, I would never understand. So I leave it to you and the beautiful ancestors that have gone on before to explore. And when I think of you, I'll probably cry some more. But I no longer feel like a motherless child, because you're still with me. I no longer feel like a motherless child. See, I no longer feel like a motherless child, alone, away from home. Born to write. Thank you.
Honey.
Thank you.
Now, I was going to ask this question a little later, but have you ever considered a singing career?
Oh, never. No, no, no. Thank you so much. Wawa, hi. He calls, he named me his poetic twin, and that's an honor. William Washington, right? Tammy T, what's happening? Nima L. No, ma'am. I have never considered a singing career because I cannot sing. And to people that know music, know that I can't sing. What I can do is carry a note in
Mhm.
poetry, right? but I'm tone deaf, sis. I'm very tone deaf.
Oh,
So
wow.
yeah. So I'm excited though. Thank you. I've been asked to do that before, but I'm like, dude, you don't want me to do that, but I know somebody who can. Yeah.
Okay. Now, I didn't get to read some of you, but I'm going to read a little bit of your bio and
Okay.
ask my second question.
Okay.
Lydia Cook, also known as Born to Write, an award winning poet, author, and public speaker. Her mission is to encourage and inspire diverse audiences. 20 years of maturing in your gift. How do you feel, and what would you share with the audience about maneuvering through the world of poetry?
Mm. Excuse me. That is a great question, and it's filled with respect. I appreciate that. Um, First of all, I would share when moving in the world of poetry, I would say move like you do in life, and I hope we move like it's chess, not checkers. Um, because even though people have gifts, myself included, we're still human beings, and being human beings, we're fallible in this earthly whole shell that we dwell in. So I came into poetry, I was real green. I thought, damn, poetry, a place my beautiful strange fits in where I belong, etc. But I took out the human element, and my sister, my real big sister, blood sister, reminded me, like, get your feelings out of this. This is still business. These are still people, human beings. So I would tell you to move cautiously, carefully, and move individually. Move individually. Don't let it clicks and clacks and its and ats change you. Don't let anything or anybody change your poetry unless it's for elevation. Now, there's been poets, I'm going to tell you, for real, I got to shout them out. Three in particular that have helped me in elevation, right? And
Mhm.
he's not here. One is Eric King Judah, if I can give him a shout out. He's transitioned this life, but he believed in me when I didn't believe in myself, when I was afraid, when I didn't know what he was talking about. King Judah from Black Satin Radio and Kimbrella Renee taught me how to ride my cadence. Definitely got to shout her out. And William Wawa Washington, not no joke, told me when we met in Atlanta some things and shared with me because he's amazing. If you know him, you know Wawa's dope.
Yes,
So
yes.
those three
One on
people I got.
poetry.
One on poetry, yes.
Yes, Mr. William Washington, thank you, thank you. And
Absolutely.
I understand what you're saying about that because he is the one who actually um, kind of took me under his wing, and he asked me to co-host his show, and then he took me online and we did a test show. And after the test show, he was like, "Oh no, you need your own show." So he encouraged me and pushed me to start my own show. So I am thankful, forever
Hmm.
thankful to him. He is a great person, an excellent, excellent poet.
He is. And what I love about William Washington, straight up, is that like he's a straight shooter.
Mm-hmm.
He a straight shooter, but he's funny with it. Like he'll be like he one of them old school to me. I would say OG uncles back in the day or OG big brothers that'll be telling you off, but you be cracking up. But then you'll sit back and think like, was that shit about me? Like, was you just getting in my life just now, bro? Like, but I appreciate you, right? So, he definitely, he always encouraged me because my anxiety used to be real. And it's still a comeback, but a wise group of people told me it's anxiety. Deal with it. So I'm learning to deal with me anymore, if that makes sense. And so when I told him I had anxiety, he said, "No way." I said, "It's horrible, William." And he said, "This is what you do." And we talked, and he just is so encouraging. And I'm glad he pushed you and wasn't selfish. You understand? Because some artists think that you
Exactly.
dope and that you could bring in more people and more numbers and your folks. They'll be like, "Yeah, come on for the ride." They won't push you to do you. You know what I'm saying?
Well, but the
So
thing
that's
is, I'm glad he recognized, no, it's enough for everybody. And not only that, he encourages and pushes, speaks about my show on his show, and I speak about his show on my show. It's enough
Absolutely.
to go around for everybody. It's a shame that has been sown into people over the years, that it's only enough for this one person. I'm like, no, there are
You know, and
billions of
that's the,
people on the
yeah,
planet.
it is.
There's billions of people, not just poets, but people who don't even speak or write, who love poetry. So it's
They do.
definitely enough to go around for
It is.
everyone, you
It is.
know.
And Queen, I think what it is, see, you don't, a lot of people aren't liberated in their spirit and they have broken consciousness. And when you have broken consciousness and you don't know who you are, you can't recognize who I am. Only few and far sisters I can tell you in this game that call me sister mean it. And I've been called queen and sis and queen, but your actions ain't shit, right? So I'm an action. I'm a woman of action. I'm a spirit of action, right? So you show me by what you do. You show me who you are. Like Maya said, I believe you, but I have no bitterness. I have no sadness. I charge it all to the game I love because I saw early on what it could be like, and I knew I was dope because I've been rapping with my cousins. I had a heads up. I tell anybody, I didn't just start this, and I thank God that I thank God that I am healed from that, and that I had that experience with rapping back in the day. So I tell people it just transitioned. God was preparing me. I didn't know, smoking weed with the fellas in the studio, acting crazy, and who knew some 25 years down the line, sis, that there would be a taste of Lavina Poetic Empress on a place called Instagram, on a thing called a cell phone come through. God did. You understand? So if we
Yeah,
trust the process, we don't have to be jealous. We ain't gotta hate. And at the end of the day, you never know what people are dealing with. Like you
exactly.
never know what people are going through. You see what I'm
Yes,
saying?
yes,
So
yes.
while you hating on her, she might be catching hell at home. You know what I
Exactly.
mean?
Exactly.
Because as Black women, we dress up pain and we make it look good.
Yes, honey, wear a mask. Wear a
Look, what
mask.
did William
Like,
say? William asked a question in the comments, and I was trying to catch it, but my phone.
girl, I don't
Um,
know what's going on with I can't see anything tonight. It's the background, and I'm trying to wave at everyone.
they are
You
talking
know,
to us, though. They really
I
are.
think
William said,
Nima, hey, Goddess Nima L. Nima said thank you for talking about it.
"That's
Yes,
what's up."
yes,
Hey,
yes, she
Nima
is.
is that's
Yes,
the homie. That is the sister in the game. When she call you sister,
yes,
I'm gonna tell you she mean it, like for real. He said,
right.
"What type of poet would you desire yourself to be?" Oh man, that's up to you if you want me to answer that, because this is
Oh,
your
wait a
baby.
minute. Would say that again?
William wrote typed a question. He said, "Born." He said, "Ladies, I'm honored," and he said, "I'm humbled and something all with our comments." And then he
Mhm.
says, "What type of poet, Born, would you desire yourself to be?" Hmm. He be coming with them questions, don't he? That's a deep. That question always gets me in the "Who are you?"
Well,
question.
how about we come back to that? I want to know so you've been writing since you were 11?
11, dear 11.
Wow. So what prompted you to start writing?
It's so sad. That story is so sad. Okay, but it's
Okay, well, we don't
poetic.
have to do, you don't have
I
to
know,
say
I
that.
know, I know. It's not sad, sad. I'm just saying it's LOL sad. I wrote my first poem for a crush. I
Okay.
had a crush on that person. He had a crush on this person. She and I were friends. We went to the same church. Now you're talking about girlhood, 10
Mhm.
or 11. And so I wanted him to say to me. So I wrote in a poem to her, what he said, and he got her too. And it was so funny. It was so sad, but I just fantasized about him saying that stuff to me. And so yeah,
Mhm.
that's how I wrote my first poem. It wasn't nothing tragic. It wasn't nothing sad. It was just I had a crush. Yeah.
Oh,
And
that's
William, I like to be a poet that you never forget. I like to be unforgettable.
well, Miss Unforgettable. Would you please bless us with two more poems?
I absolutely would love to. Um, you look so darling in your red. Just let
Oh,
me tell
thank
you
you.
that. That earring. That reminds me of, you remember Sheila E. when she used to wear that long
Yes.
earring?
Hmm.
Apollonia, all the divas really throughout our,
Hmm.
okay.
Let me
Uh,
tell you, I've been doing this since I was 14, little young girl. Yeah, it was. I'm gonna tell you, real ghetto girls. We rock out. So,
and we make a little look like so much. So I mean, so
do
much,
you
a whole
understand?
scarf hanging down, right? Look,
Listen,
we make it do what it is supposed to.
exactly,
Yes,
exactly.
yes, ma'am. So if I'll start. This is I'll do a short one, and I'll
Okay,
do one that's kind of longer.
okay.
Because of you, I just wrote this the other day. Born to write. No dates and no names. No way to escape such pain. And yes, I believe in the Most High and His name, but baby, this pain right here, like this is like finding out your baby was in a car wreck and there's nothing you can do, and the police are knocking at your door, expecting you to pull through and sign some papers. See, after dealing with you, I felt like a bad experiment. To be honest, I felt like a lab rat in your game of hearts, and you were winning. Stranded on Who Has Jokes Avenue, around the corner from Idiotic Lane, down the street from You Should Know Better Street. How did I become a conquering session? How could you take me for granted? And I'm an entire royal blessing sent here through many lifetimes throughout the hands of time. And I'm not saying I'm perfect, but I do speak my truth and I give you my mind. And I would ride with you soul to soul. And you know that even when the world treated you cold, but you left me stressing, writing this sad ass poetry, bleeding out my feelings to strangers on places like Facebook and IG, creatively confessing. Now I look a mess and don't want to put no lip gloss on my lips. After dealing with you, I feel like a sunken ship, a bad experiment that's gone wrong, and like I was a lab rat, and everybody knew when they were these doctors in white coats, and I was the big fat black joke because of you. I just wrote this the other day, you know. No names and no dates given. No way to escape this pain. Born to write.
Your
I love
name? Yeah. Yes.
thank
Born to write, born to speak.
thank
Yes.
you. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Excuse me. I Born to write. This is titled You Tried It. You know, sis, when they try it, like you tried. First I was afraid, I was petrified. I thought I couldn't live without you, baby, in my life. But I've got so much love to give, and I still got all my life to live. And Lavina, I will survive. We will survive. Hey, hey. See, this poem is going to be vulnerable, very violently vulnerable. Only threat is to the heart, though, baby, not the body nor the art. So you tried to destroy me. You tried it because of the same light that you say you fell in love with. You tried it because you couldn't control or dim it. You tried it. See, I told you refreshingly and honestly that I'm not your average soul. I was raised in church, beloved by them OGs. I'm known in the church and then in them streets. So getting over on me is like a sheep going to sleep. Wake up, everybody. I'm not sleeping in bed. See, I could have easily fell in love with you. And maybe perhaps I was COVID-19 lonely, and so maybe that is why it was so easy for your charm to easily come and console me. See, first I was afraid, Nima. I was petrified. You know, we was on the phone, girl. I thought I couldn't live without that player in my life. But I've got so much love to give, and I still got all my life to live. And I know you see me shining because I will survive. I have survived. Hey, hey, as I end this piece, I must release this heat. See, I could have loved you. In fact, I think I did love you. See, the truth be told and not be sold, I offered you loyalty in my friendship, girl. I offered him a listening ear, an unwavering, righteous, faithful love affair. And guess what? When many judged us and laughed at your nothingness, swearing that you didn't compare, they teased me of your uselessness. But I told them, I love him, girl. I don't care. I could have loved you. You have no idea how you had me sprung. It felt as if your tongues, you had two. I felt like your lyrics and your lies had my soul hung. You tried to destroy me, told my secrets, things I trusted you with. Not because I was just so down or stupid or I was your bitch, but because I was real with you. And to tell you the truth, I shared my connections with you. Artistic apparel, artists that wouldn't even call you back. It's true. But because I've been in the game so long, they messed with you because of me, and you know that that's true. See, first I was afraid. I was petrified. I thought I couldn't live without you, baby, in my life. But I've got so much love to give, and I still got all my life to live, and I will survive. I have survived. Hey, hey. Born to write.
That was absolutely beautiful. And I'm just going to go with my spirit and put this out there. It might not even be for you, but might be for somebody in the audience. But I pray for a total healing, body, mind, and spirit. Because sometimes when we've been hurt, when we give our hearts, it doesn't. We wanna we move forward physically,
Mm-hmm.
but mentally and emotionally and spiritually, sometimes we
Mm-hmm.
get a little stuck and we don't really realize it, but sometimes it pours out. You can hear the hurt, you can hear the pain. So I pray for a complete healing. I pray for a soothing and a comfort. And whether it's you or any woman who may be on the line that might need it, even a man, because men get hurt often.
Somebody just put in there that they needed to hear that piece. So that is for somebody.
So,
I tell you why you really feel that, because you're empathic. I feel that you're empathic, if that makes sense.
yes.
And so the reason you feel such pain in that piece is because I honestly have to go into such a painful space. And right now I'm in celebratory mode. I can't believe it's 20 years. I'm on this place called IG with this
Mhm.
beautiful lady called Lavina, Poetic, Empress. Like I'm still happening at 40, almost 45. So that feels great. Even in our underground community,
Yes.
our
And
world is still the world.
congratulations.
Thank you, darling.
Congratulations on that. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I now, since it is celebratory, I would like for you to, I guess, after our actually after this question, give us something a little more upbeat because I know that's in there also. But
That.
this question I have:
Mm-hmm.
Pain to Power and Blue Fire, a poetic journey of our emotions. Tell us about these books with such powerful titles, Miss Author.
Um, Thank you. Oh, Pain to Power. Blood Brother Mike. Um, Pain to Power. That was my first book. That was my first book. You had to go back. That was my first book. It was a chat book, and I think it was about 17 years ago.
Mhm.
And it was a horrible production. I ain't gonna lie, girl. It was a mess. I knew nothing about the world of publishing. I was just this artist. I wanted to get my work out there. I wanted it to express me. I wanted it to be all me. You know what I mean? And
Mhm.
girl, the books, I hope nobody, only a few people probably have it, but the inside pages are yellow
Mhm.
because I wanted people to get love and just brightness. And it was a spiral book. I had it done at Office Depot. I've
Mhm.
surely come a long way in that ramifications of thing. I thank God for that. But it was a fun project though. It was fun. And Blue Fire was awesome. That was my first, I think, book by myself, and
Mhm.
it was a lot of love and hate and joy and pain and you know testimonials and just the whole gamut of who I try to be as an artist. And I want my pen to be me, so people truly are getting a piece of
Mhm.
Lydia in Born to Write, if that makes sense. Um,
Yes.
but I do. You said something upbeat. May I do
Yes.
something about love?
Yes.
Because love is always good and love isn't always bad. It's not always
Ladies
sad.
and gentlemen. Yes.
And
Ladies
okay,
and gentlemen, please celebrate and put those hands up, put the hearts up on the screen for Born to Write, the 20-year queen, reigning supreme queen. Thank you. The floor is yours.
Born to Write. You, baby, you make me want to make sure my lipstick is just right. See, you were the one that could have had me in your life before this poetry and the Born to Write. Why? Because you were smart and you were savvy. And if I wouldn't allow fear and inhibitions to put fear inside of me, baby, 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 you could have had me. And if only you knew about the ways that I thought and dreamed of having you. I dreamt of you day and night. It's true. Even when we were talking and I would be smiling, talking about the weather, baby, you had no ideas of the fantasies parading in my cerebellum about you. See, you were smart and you were savvy. Your black was magic, baby. I swear I shouldn't have been afraid. I should have let you have me. Every inch of me. You loved every role. You didn't care if fat girls was rocking and rolling or not. You wanted me because you loved me for my soul. And I was too young to understand the game. See, it was sold and not told. Listen, see, you were my envelope. And see your smile is ingrained, filed away in this beautiful envelope shaped like you. Memories, signed, sealed, and delivered legibly and clearly, baby. I see you ever so clearly. How did you get here? See, nobody's supposed to be here. I tried that love thing for the last time, and my heart said, no, no, nobody's supposed to be here. See, had I not been so embodied with fear because of the lies, I couldn't embrace your truth. See, your truth knew what to do. See, these letters in this envelope, I told you, baby, I swear to God, they look like black magic, baby, just like you. And these letters line the windows of my soul. They're tucked away in a private space that's only for you and I. We're the only one that can breathe. If you only can believe and conceive that I was too afraid to let my feelings live on my sleeve. But baby, I wanted you like I love this game, like I breathe poetry. See, I was so afraid of you. But you embraced the wildflower, baby. You held the rose even though the thorns would prick you. You didn't care even when I would diss you and thought that I was super fly, young girl, getting high, smoking that weed with them fly guys. On the corner you waited. patiently, knowing that a queen lived deep inside of that lost little girl you see. And so this envelope, that's why it's only for you. That's why this space, because you were smart and you were savvy. And if I would have been smarter, baby, 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 you, you could have had me. Born to write.
That was beautiful. Yes, yes, yes. I like
Thank you.
that.
Thank you.
I like that.
Thank you.
I like that. You are a phenomenal, phenomenal person, phenomenal poet. And I wanted to touch on that other, because I always hear you say about being a survivor. And when I hear the word survivor, I always, because it was put in my spirit by God, that we are more than survivors, more than conquerors. We are love. You are love. So
Mm-hmm. Thank
just
you.
keep embracing that uh, love inside of you, letting it pour out. Because
I
that
want to say this. Can I say this though
mhm,
to respond to that? Thank you. And I receive all that love because I feel like I feel it. It's real. It's genuine. You really mean that. And I receive that, sis. And that's one good thing about poetry because I know I talk about the bumps and the bruises because it makes good poetry. It's so crazy. Other poets love it too because I be talking my shit about it, right? Because they know it's true, right? But the beautiful thing that poetry did for me, it gave me a space. It did give me a tribe. It gave me the Ain't Right tribe. It gave me the William Washingtons, the Nima relevant names, right? It gave me the Marissa Pradas. I could tear up because I don't have a lot of family. I've outlived a lot of my family. And so poets that are my friends, I don't know if they truly know, even though I get introverted sometimes, because that's who I am by nature. But I really love them. I really appreciate the support. And I don't do this to be seen. I don't get on camera because I'm pretty camera friendly. I can't believe it. But um, it's been a lot of love in poetry. It's been a lot of love, and I think we just lost her. Oh no.
you're spinning, sweetheart.
I'm spinning. So you're spinning too, but I can hear you.
Okay.
But
Okay, there it is. It
there we go.
stopped.
Good
Yes.
energy. Yes. So thank you for that. You really dredged up some melancholy feelings there, and made me find. I want to always say how grateful I am to um, poetry for that, to my tribe, my new tribes, and my old tribes, the Tammy T's, you know, the drive-by poetess, the Felix Guzmans. I could go on. The Obi West that's just doing big, big, big dope things, but I can still call him and say, "Hey, bro, can you come to my event?" He's like, "Well, I'm gonna be in Vegas." He doing it big, but he still has time for me. That's stuff that makes my heart feel good. You know what I'm saying? Because
Mhm.
and I'm not name calling like that. I'm just doing it because I really am grateful for the love and vibrations I get out for them coming back. And
Were you finished talking?
I apologize. It just froze up, so I just started typing something to you like, if you lose me, okay, there we go.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. But yeah, it got me in my feelings, and I know even for poetry and for a female, and I'm not a real emotional person. You would have to know me to really know that. I grew up with the guys. I grew up with the rough guys. I grew up with the guys that wasn't trying to be rough, the guys that were rough. Okay, and I'll leave that there. So poetry allows me to tap into that softer side of me, to be honest.
Mhm.
It allows me to be, actually, it helped me become more of a woman,
Mhm.
um, to know I don't have to fight all the time. Every man don't want to screw you. Every guy's not trying to get over on you. And I'm thankful for my brothers and my kings in poetry. Moody Black, Coach Ja, Blood Brother Mike, William Washington, Derek Brown. The list could go on. You know, And so there's always been more love in poetry than there has been hate. There's always been more good than bad. So you got to be tough, like in anything. I would equate poetry almost to the music industry. It's just talking. But it is a creative game, and if you know the world of creatives, it can be competitive. But when you have your focus on, and I always remember my two whys. My two whys is I want to please my creator, I want to have fun doing it. I want to please
Exactly.
my creator, and I want to enjoy life doing it. That's it. So real simple. Not trying to get famous, not trying to get any of that. And even though we are making history, you congratulations on your books. I've been seeing you.
Oh, thank you.
Um,
Thank you.
you're welcome. You're such a class act. I love how you plug everybody, and yet such a businesswoman. She still shares her. See, I wasn't smart like that when I was young in the game. I was so humble. I was like, I don't want to mention me. Shit. I mention me now. Like, watch Beautiful Chaos. At 20 years, I'm celebrating. Come on through. I'm sharing reels. I'm putting a story and all of that. Because there's nothing wrong with celebrating us. Celebrate you. I don't care if one person like my flyer. If everybody would have turned me down, this on God. If
Listen.
everybody would have turned me down and said I'm busy on August 27th and 28th, Born to Write, Lydia Cook would have been live celebrating herself with her glass of Sweet Walter Red, doing her. Because you have to do you. You gotta charity starts at home and spreads abroad. That's in the Hebrew Bible. You gotta love you. You know what I'm saying? First.
Always choose to love yourself more. And listen,
Always.
Audrey Lorde, if you look
Yes.
at all the covers of her books,
Mm-hmm.
she's on all the covers of her books. You understand? So
Mm-hmm.
there is nothing wrong with loving yourself, promoting yourself, and things of that nature. As long as you don't go around here hurting people, being all high minded and things of that nature, no.
Exactly.
You have a
Mm-hmm.
right, okay? It's our
Mm-hmm.
birthright,
Her
okay?
birthday.
Everyone else, you push Nike. Do you think that they have a problem swooshing, having that swoosh sound all over the place?
Right.
No, they don't.
Right. They
So
really don't. And you know
Oprah's
what?
on every cover of her magazine.
Every cover. And then she got the nerve. Then she'll have the feature's name on the side. I said, you better work. But you know what's so beautiful about that? Here's the deal. I had to motivate myself like David. I had to encourage myself because I grew up in an era where I was dark skinned and overweight. There was no fat girl, big girl pride. There was no PHAT girl. It was the dark skinned girl or the light skinned girl. So I wasn't even the cute, chubby, light skinned girl. You understand? There was nobody on television that represented me. I didn't know of my ancestral history like I'm learning of today and how rich I am. And the darker my melanin, really the richer I am in heritage. I had no idea of that. There were no Viola Davises on TV and
Hmm.
no, you know what I'm saying? So I just thank God now that I love me and then got a big enough mouth from somebody who used to be quiet and a weirdo, very silent and scared to talk. Now this big old mouth can encourage somebody else. So hence pain to power, right? And so maybe the fire I've been through can become blue fire for somebody else, which is an eternal good fire, you know. Um, so yeah, this is a great vibe. Thank you.
You're
Thank
very
you.
welcome. You're very welcome. And you said, about your two books, you can always republish them, honey, and put them out and have it done up the way you would like it done up.
You're right about that.
There's because I'm sure what's in there is awesome. So you just want it formatted differently.
Yes, I do. I
So
saw William say the yellow pages though. Yes, bro, if you still hear the yellow pages. The yellow pages. Oh, Selena's
mm,
here. Hi, friend. Hey, Tammy T. Blood brother Mike, he said, I love dark skinned full figure women. Me too, baby. Especially the one right here I'm looking at. I love her. Her. I'm kidding. Thank you, blood brother Mike. Um, yeah, man. I'm excited. I had a couple very short pieces I had particularly call myself taking out for you, just to do something short because I did want to do a different side. I don't want people to think I'm always so. I'm just I don't know. I'm not always victimized, but I do see a lot and I do feel a lot and I write about it. Um,
Exactly.
let me see. Oh, that's a little deep. I don't know. Okay, can I do one more about love?
Yes. Born
Which
to
one?
Write, ladies and gentlemen.
He said, I just want to be a painting that hangs upon your wall. And I thought, why? He said, not to be a weirdo or to stalk you. He said, with the sexiest eyes ever. He said, I do desire to see you walk and strut around your place, to witness how you hang out in your space, to lay eyes behind the secret of your rich melanin and the no lines having in your 44-year-old face. He said, I wish that I could be a painting upon your wall. He said, I thought, I cringed at the thought. Why, you ask? Because I believe him. Born to Write. Thank you.
Excellent, excellent, excellent. Before we go on, I always like to ask uh, my guests 3 questions about my books. I would like you to give us one of your deepest thoughts, one of your favorite expressions, and one of your dirty little secrets. Please.
Hold on, so I will share this. I saw William's comment. I do remember some of those now, William. I will share this. I was in 2010. My ex and I were hit by a semi truck, and so I was in the passenger seat. And I thank God I'm still alive. But I hit the windshield, so a lot of my some of my memory is affected. But I'm good. I am just not as
Thank
sharp as
God.
I used to be. So please tell me the 3 things that I'll be addressing one more time, Queen.
One of your deepest thoughts, one of your favorite expressions, and one of your dirty little secrets.
Okay.
And the dirty little secret, you don't have to, but I thought it's just fun
That is
for
fun.
me
No,
to
that's
ask
fun.
people.
That's
Yes.
fun. I'm telling you, because you got to dig deep to get dirt, but you don't want to get too dirty. And so,
Yeah, because see, dirty little secret,
dirty little
lady,
secrets, honey. I
Lady Fedora
saw.
got a dirty little secret.
I know. We're gonna have to get you on Beautiful Chaos. I do host a forum.
Yes, yes,
Beautiful
wait.
Chaos.
No, don't say anything because that's a question.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's my next
My
question.
deepest thought. My deepest. You know what my deepest thought is? Honestly, when I go home and I see my cousins' children's children, and I see my nieces and nephews' children, I wonder what the world is going to be like for them when they're my age, and I won't be here. And it's terrifying because I feel like if I'm here, they'll be okay. Because ain't no aunties a call away, and I'm not playing about anything with them. And that's one of my deepest thoughts. What's going to happen to not just mine, but ours collectively, our children. My favorite expression.
Mhm.
My favorite expression is from the world renowned Willis. Was it Drummond? What's his name? Drummond on Willis Drummond's little.
What you talking
What
about,
you talking
Willis?
about? What you talking about, Willis? That's my favorite. All out of all the things in the world, right? That I could love. That's it. What you talking about, Willis? That's
Mhm.
the dopest, and it's timeless. Like that's so
Mhm.
timeless.
Mhm.
Um, one of my one of my dirty little secrets. Oh man. Okay. Oh, that's a good question. That's a wonderful question. I've never had that one. Oh, okay. It's a fantasy of mine. um, when I'm married, because I am practicing celibacy, 3 years strong now, and it's hard. So hard. Oh God, but it's so worth it. But I have a fantasy of making a love making tape
Okay.
and watching it with the person I made it with, my my my,
Yes.
my lifetime mate.
Yay. Yeah, that's what married people do.
That's what they do out here, I guess. I don't.
That's what married people do.
That is what I hear.
So
That's what they
good.
do. Yeah.
Yes, yes. Now, please tell me about, yes, your show. Wait a minute. Beautiful
Take your time.
Chaos. Wait a minute.
Uh, mhm.
I want you to share with me about it and why you started the show, please.
Absolutely. Well, Beautiful Chaos is a brainchild of what I think a business that I'm launching called Born to Write Productions. And I'm basically just putting in Born to Write Productions, honestly, everything I've been doing all along. I'm just trying to do it strategically, if you will, with a team, marketing strategies, and things of that nature. Um, uh, Beautiful Chaos. It's about people who have had chaotic times, who don't mind talking about them, and don't mind sharing how they got out of them to help somebody else or to encourage somebody else out of theirs. So the chaos wasn't beautiful, but the fact that they found beauty for their ashes type deal and they kept living and didn't get bitter, as you say, and forgave and let that crap go. That's what that's about. And it's to showcase poets and authors too. But some people I have on there, like I did one series called What Does Black Love Feel Like? And so I had
Mhm.
10 black couples who had been married more than 5 years, each of them, except one was engaged, but I knew all of them personally, right? And so it was amazing to bring on what Black love felt like to them and their stories and their journeys. And then I did some COVID awareness shows. I mean, it's just whatever I feel like. And I don't have a set time, which my mentor gets on me about that. I got to get better on that. I'm too spontaneous. He said, I need a set time and this because they want to see you and you need to be this. And I'm like, okay. But I love him. I love him. He's helped me a lot. Shout out to Henry Jones, poet laureate Henry Jones, definitely one of my poet mentors, just my brother in the ink, and he's helped me come so far and helped me build my writer's bio. But yeah, that's what Beautiful Chaos is. It's just people coming on, sharing their joy. For instance, if you were there, you would share some of your dirty little secrets, your poetry, and we would delve into the mind up under that beautiful red hat as to who you are. And in my prior life, I had to be a journalist because I rock at that. So, um, I'm, I'm. Tammy T said she loved that secret. William, shut up. William said you nasty. Very. When I am, I am. Oh my God, it's sad.
Listen, like I
Sad. I'm
said,
done.
that's what married people do.
I
Hmm.
hope so. I hope, but we're gonna have an understanding. Like we're gonna already have conversations about this. And what makes it so bad? Here's part of that dirty little secret. Y'all want a little bit more tea? You got me going. I'm not fooling with you, Lavina.
Dish.
So what I want to do is I want my or to meet. I want to meet out, and I want us to not know each other and role play. And I want
Hmm.
us to go back to our hotel room, which
Hmm.
is our room for the night, and I want us to make our movie there, and as strangers though. And I
Hmm.
want that song by um Frank Sinatra, Strangers in the Night playing.
Mhm.
And so the music would be like Frank Sinatra, Nina Simone type deal, kind of a smooth, sexy kind of environment. I'm done. So it'll be
Well,
something like
girl,
that.
you just spoke that into existence.
That's part of that's one thing I want to do. Mm-hmm.
Now prepare for the manifestation of that thing.
I'm gonna call you too. Like, quit playing. It really happened. You remember when we was on this show?
I'll be talking about yes,
I
God,
know.
yes,
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 honey.
yes, and
Yes.
that's what. Yes, that's awesome, and it's gonna be wonderful because marriage is a beautiful thing. Healthy relationships are a beautiful thing, you know.
Yeah.
So yes, go for it. You know.
Yeah.
Now, please, before the show ends, bless us, please. Ladies and gentlemen, the 20-year reigning supreme queen, born to write. The floor is yours.
You got me going in circles. Oh, round and round I go. I'm spun out over you. I love you, baby. You leave me feeling like a free $1,000,000. The sensation of your circulation is soothing and it makes me wanna holler. You got me going in circles. I'm oozing in delight. My muscles are weakened, then strengthened, then weakened, then strengthened, then weakened. There's no need for me to fight. You see, dear water, you are wet all over me. Endless flotations, endless moving around like I'm 3 and free. You've got me going in circles. Mm, mm, mm. Oh, round and round I go. I'm spun out over you. I need you, baby. Dear water, one of my most favorite elements on earth. Peace and love, y'all. I'm born to write.
Excellent. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. This has been wonderful. I wish you so much.
Thank you.
No, I speak many, many blessings, much more success than you can handle, dream, imagine, and that God will bless you 100-fold in all that you desire to do. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been a taste of Lavina, Poetic, Empress, coming at you with a taste of Born to Write, the 20-year reigning Queen Supreme. Please leave the audience with a few encouraging words.
Whatever you're doing that's positive, remember your why. When you want to quit, remember your why. When you want to stop, remember your why. When they lie, when you sigh, when you cry, remember your why. And if that doesn't work, remember who you are. Remember who you are. And remember that you are worth so much more than abuse. You were so much more than nonsense from yourself and other people. Demand more of yourself and others. It's my 10 cents on the dollar. Thank you for having me, Queen.
You're very welcome. Thank you. And you can exit. Ladies and gentlemen, again, thank you for joining us tonight for the wonderful wonderful, phenomenal, Born to Write, the 20-year reigning Queen Supreme. We appreciate her. We love her. And every time you guys think about her, say a prayer of encouragement and love. Just love. Just send love her way. And ladies and gentlemen, next week we will have Freedom 3132 in the building. Thank you all for joining Blood Brother Mike, Brother William Washington of One-on-One Poetry. Oh my goodness. Salaya Latham, I might be saying that wrong. Thank you for joining. Thank you. Accessorize Me, Kathy. Thank you for joining. Dread Post, thank you for joining. Miss Tonita Love, thank you for joining. We appreciate it. And Born to Write, thank you again for coming on. Nima L, thank you. Thank you so much. You guys, I love you and thank you for your support. It is definitely appreciated. Have a wonderful night. Mwah.